nervous, so please don't judge me too much. Like, I'm used to talking in front of people, and now I can't see anyone. I've been waiting for this like opportunity, but luckily I wrote down notes, a cheater paper. I signed up for this like almost years ago, but here we are. So at the time, my business was really small, and I just knew it would grow bigger, and it has. So you'll get a chance to meet. Some of our staff is off today, but most of them are here. But we'll get started. So I just wanted to, thank everyone for tuning in and giving, me a little bit of your time. Make sure you stay till the end because we're giving away not two gift cards. We're giving away two prizes. One is a $50 gift card. One is $50 worth of products. So make sure you stay tuned till the end. So if this is what we call our experience center, like our front area welcome center. This is Sienna, our receptionist. Hello. She is the most mature 19-year-old you'll ever meet. She made the dean's list at URI, so that's really commendable. I'm so lucky to have her here this summer. So do you want to take over? Yeah. So Paige and I can be, so that way I can like have a buddy to hang on to. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's back up a little. Okay. So this is like what we call like our experience center. If you want to come over here, stand like roll the cart over here. So one of our most popular products, I wanted to talk a little bit about the hand reliefs. This hand relief is one of our most popular, I would say one of the best selling products, right? Yeah. So when the whole COVID quarantine happened, I donated about 8 bags of these to Dartmouth-Hitchcock Hospital here in Keene, along with some body wash, chapstick, and other things to all, not just the nurses, but everyone. Well, hopefully they got distributed, and I think that they did, but fortunately I don't think everybody got one, but just try to like give back and help them to get like a little bit of pampering and some Pamper Me gift certificates. And this hand lotion is so popular because it lasts 2 to 3 hand washings, which is really cool. So
especially with all the hand sanitizer, your hands just dry right out.
Yes. So part of our mission here is giving back to the community in any just like small way that we can. So it's not doing like one grandiose thing once a year. It's about doing like small things throughout the year that make a big difference and impact. Some sage advice I got when I first moved here from my previous employer, Mark in Ohio. He said, someday, Ange, I know you'll do great big things with your life. And when you have your own salon, don't try to be the best. Just try to be different. And I just never forgot that sage advice. So that really resonated with me. So I try to be as different as possible in every aspect. And if you've been in here, you'll see that's like one of the biggest compliments I receive without people knowing that is how unique my salon is. So one of the things we recently did, besides donating like all the hand lotions and Aveda product, was we did the lemonade stand.
Yeah, so we had our little friend Rafi come over here and bring his Andrew's lemonade stand, and we actually raised about, it was like just about $500.
Yeah, just
under $500 for Joy's Network doing that. So that was really, really great. We had a really awesome Tito's taco truck. We did social distancing, and it was fantastic, and everyone really contributed to that. And if you don't know what Joy's Network is, Joy's Network actually raises money for people who are need funding for their cancer treatments, or whether that's transportation or what have you, any sort of at-home care that they might need for their own personal wellness for cancer patients. So it was a really awesome opportunity for Rafi to be here, for us, and as well as for him and, Joy's Network. It was really great. That was fun.
Yeah, he's seriously the cutest kid ever.
Yeah, 10 years old, this kid. If you don't know Rafi, like, you got it.
That's a little politician. So, and the reason so we're an Aveda Concept Salon, so that's the only product we use. And we'll go more into that later. So Earth Month is huge for Aveda, and Earth Month is the month of April. And, right, it's April. Right, yeah. It's April, okay.
Yeah, we kick off in March and then it opens in April.
So like we were closed in April, so womp womp. So we kind of did Earth Month in May to do something. So we sold succulents and oh yeah, I guess we sold them all. So, and it was a total tiebreaker in between Fast Friends and the community kitchen. Like, you know, we voted, we asked everyone, and it was almost a totally even split. So I just decided to write a check for $250, which is what we raised, and then match it to the community kitchen, just do a donation of food. So I kind of just did the best of both worlds. So that was a fun afternoon for me, and it felt really good to be able to do that for them. So let's go on, finish the rest of the tour and meet some of the team. So back here is like our styling area. You can wheel us on over here. Oh, that's right, we're gonna go this way.
Yeah.
So we'll take you through here first. So this is like our spa rooms. We have 2 treatment rooms. So everybody asks us, do we do massage? You can probably wheel us through here. The massage is the only thing we don't do actually, but we do facial, skin treatments, back treatments. We do eyelash lifts, tints, so it's very like calm, zen, relaxing environment here. So we do body waxing, so it's nice and quiet back here. So you can keep on coming. And then one thing that was really important to me is I realized like when women are getting their hair colored, the last thing they want to do is sit out like in a big open area, crap all over their head and in front of a bunch of people they don't know. So I wanted a little more private. And if you're a multitasker like I am, I cram too many things into my day that I like to work while I'm doing other things. So we have like a work area set up that we encourage all our guests to arrive early if they need to. We have charging cord, and a work table where you can bring your laptop, chill and like in a discreet like spot, and even while your color is on, and you can come beforehand, enjoy, you know, a beverage of your choice. You know, we can serve beer and wine. So I turn this area, kind of neat. And then we also do pedicures as well, which is huge this time of the year. You have your drink, Bonnie. Cheers. Where's your drink? Or did you finish already? Oh. So our, you know, pedicures are nice and like just more private. You know, she has the run of the TV, so that way it's not like loud, chaotic. And these are appointments you can book right online, so there's no waiting. You're being treated like a number. Another one of my biggest pet peeves. And I've been told that I'm super extra, so we even have a pedicure menu.
They're spa pedicure, so they are about an hour long. So anticipate that you're sitting and relaxing and having your feet manicured by disposable implements and sterilizable implements. So we're very clean and it's
single
so
use.
relaxing.
So when we're done with them, they're yours to take home. So they're single use. So not pulling like a file in the door. You're like, how long has that been used for? So this is our pedicure menu. So you pick your aroma that you would like use during your pedicure, and it's infused in your towels and your mask and your lotion and all the things. So yeah, so this is our private little, you know, color area nook. So over here is our styling area. So we do tons of weddings here, tons of wedding parties. We do travel to do weddings here. We do a lot of it. So, and I want to say that nobody does weddings like we do. When you come to our salon, we provide champagne mimosas, and we even do hot appetizers, mini quiches, fruit for you and your guests. So yeah, again, over the top. Like, yeah.
Catering to the client.
Yeah, we love it. So back here we have some exciting services. So part of the Aveda difference is we don't squeeze people in. You won't be treated like a number. If we don't have time for your appointment, we have to tell people no a lot on the phone, because if we need 2.5 hours for your service, we're not going to put you in 2 hours just to get you in. We would rather have too much time, not enough. By no means are we slow, but we like to really pamper you. So this is Sarah, one of our newer stylists. Hello. She is with us, and she's giving lovely Mary a hand and arm massage, which is something we do with all our guests. And if you don't feel like being touched because of, you know, this time of year, then we always ask. So most people say, no, please rub me. So she's using the hand relief, and Brandon is doing this weird thing. So you can be doing a round brush roller set.
Sammy, you might, because the light is
Yeah.
probably getting in your way. How's that?
Way better.
Ba 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 boom.
Yes.
So this is Brandon, another one of our stylists, and he does some pretty fantastic blow outs. So if you don't need to get your hair done, if you don't need to get it colored, touched up, you can just come in and get it shampooed, styled, blown out, and you know, get your hand and arm massage. And with every guest, we do a hot steam towel infused with aromatherapy. So it's a very nice, like, luxurious experience. It's all about the experience. So, how many brushes did you use in her hair?
13.
13. Yeah. So that is, yeah, for
You
you have a
have
pretty
very
big head of hair.
Hollywood. Look at you. Look at you, Mary.
So which hairspray did you use on her?
I use Air Control, which is a light hold flexible spray. I'm not
My
really
favorite.
into the super fixatives unless it's like bright.
Yes, and it's pine based, so it gives her lots of like grip and texture without being stiff.
Yeah. Get a lot more movement that way. So run your hands through your flirty blonde hair.
You make this look so easy. People are gonna want to try to do this themselves at home.
Yeah, good luck. Because getting this round brush stuff from my perspective.
So then you'll finish it and oh
Yeah. And you're calling that media. Look at that. Whoa.
and that'll last like a couple days.
Oh yeah,
Body.
I've
Love it.
heard with the right curl, it's pre-existing curl, I've had the very last 4 days. But on average, that's 2-3 months for sure.
Cool.
This is like the new and improved like roller set, you know? Get your round brush in there.
Yeah.
Round brushes in there.
Yeah. Little stocked up on those.
So, and then you'll also be demoing for us a little bit of men's cutting, which you call a tune-up.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, can't walk away until
I'm gonna go where you are.
so I know I love having tons of windows in this lawn. So wonderful.
So great.
So much natural.
So, so we do lots of men's cutting here. And Paige, do you want to tell us a little bit about, like, you know, I call you guys barbers, you know, doesn't necessarily say it on your license, but I mean, kind of like what the difference is and what you do and don't do, and
Right.
how a barber is different from a stylist. I'm a
Right.
hairstylist. I'm not a barber. Like,
So
they're more barber-esque.
right, barbers specialize in the grooming of facial hair as well as shortcuts and clipper work. So luckily, Brandon and myself, with the years that we've put into our career, we've been able to really focus a portion of our, you know, time on clients that need a little bit more fading work. So with barbers, they do a lot more of that closer fade and the straight razor, which cosmetologists aren't allowed to use actually, even though we have more training. So as far as hours go. So you can see we're still able to, with the knowledge and experience that we have, able to get a really, really close transition here to here, just walking that down without using a straight razor, which requires sterilization, some other techniques and things as far as making sure, you know, we keep our area clean and our tools clean. So yeah, I would say, I mean, how long have you been like really, really focused on Brandon or your men's cuts, Brandon, like as far as
I mean, really within the last like 7 years,
Right.
I think. But I've always been pretty comfortable with men's cuts.
Right.
My stepfather was a hockey player. There was a 0 on the side and a 4 on top. So
And you have to figure out how to blend different lengths. It's just,
Exactly.
it's a lot of clipper work and knowing your tools beyond using hands and scissors.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm like more of like a stylist in terms of cutting that. My men's cuts, you know, it doesn't have like that graduation, that fade. It's more of like a blockier hairline and just like more like scissor over comb with like a longer style. So sometimes when men call, we're like, are you looking for like, you know, more graduated short classic barber style cut, or like more of a longer look, you know, more of like a stylist feel. So we kind of get it.
Yeah, we get a good balance and
Yeah. So there is like a little bit of a difference, and men know, like, you know, what they're looking for. So again, men love coming here. Our men's haircuts we book for 45 minutes. We do a hot steam towel, scalp massage, and we always have 3 different IPAs on tap. Like we have a tap machine on back. You know what I mean?
that's the next thing, right?
Whatever.
Get a kegerator out back.
I mean, I always wanted to have a tiki bar in here, but
We definitely do have a beverage menu. So we usually have some sort of IPA, a cider.
I mean, yeah. My
But you know, wine's not off limits.
my contractor is also my partner, so he talks to me like off a ledge. Like, you know, like, no, James, like, that's ridiculous. Like, no, we can't put in a tiki bar with like beer taps. So we'll finish the salon tour if you can come over here. So this is our nail area. So we do natural nail manicures. We do shellac manicures. We don't do dipper acrylic. So we kind of stick with like the natural S, like vibe and feel.
Yeah, no artificial add-ons. We don't do the
Yes, and then more retail. There's always more shelves, more space, more polish. So one of the biggest things, especially around like the holidays, that I like always encourage people is like shop local. And I know I don't pound it, but like shopping local is so important. It's such a passion of mine. I truly despise Amazon. I really feel like it's ruining like just the retail industry, and like we're all business owners, so we've all been like affected by like that hit of Amazon. But it has its purpose and what it's for, and it's great in some aspects, but it's one of those things like if you can buy it locally, please do. It makes just think about where your dollar is going. So when you spend your dollar locally and like in your local economy, if you spend $100, sorry, let me start over. You spend $100 in your local economy, 68 of those dollars stay within your small community versus $43 online. So something to kind of just think about, like the impact that you have. And we sell a ton of retail here. Aveda is one of the most prestigious premier brands that any salon can carry. It actually took me 3 months to get it on the shelf. I thought I could would have turned like the massive amount of shelves when I first got it. It was like half of those shelves were full. There was like a tiny little amount. So now that it's like massive and we have dual shelves, it's like it's pretty impressive. So I look back at how skimpy they were. So I thought I could just write a check, send it off, and they would just send me a box of product, and that would be it. And they're like, no, that's not how it works. We have to come and interview you. We have to take pictures of the salon. We have certain like requirements of size, aesthetic, and different, like there's just a lot of requirements. I'm like, oh, okay, so cool. And we want to make sure you're serious about, you know, growing your business. So I'm like, well, I am. So so the profits like we get from selling a Aveda product, I kind of always like to think like who I'm helping out, where my money is going. So we use those in various ways. That my tagline is Amazon doesn't sponsor your kids' baseball team. We do. So for the second year in a row, we are sponsoring a baseball team. Go Heaven. Last year was boys baseball. This year it's girls softball. So that's pretty exciting for me. So I think, yeah, if you want to tell us more about like what makes like a Aveda product different, because if you go and get your hair done, your stylist is always like, no, this is the best product. No, this is the best product. Well, there are lots of great product lines out there, but for me, wanting like the more philanthropic approach to things, Like they have it.
Right. It's kind of the point of difference might be like you're choosing what not only what you're putting on your body, because Aveda thinks about, you know, everything from sustainability of their ingredients to their production and how that the manufacturing alone affects the world. For example, we manufacture with 100% wind power right here in the good old USA. Pretty awesome. Love that. They are the first company to do so. We are also the first company to actually be the naturalist, have the naturalist movement of using essential oils instead of the false fragrances that you smell in a lot of your products. Again, thinking about what you, the company as a whole, with cruelty-free or being vegan, that is something that we're conscious of
And
in the
Aveda was
lifestyle
And Aveda
of
was the
Aveda.
pioneer in. They're
Yeah.
the first company.
Exactly.
So, they were founded 47 years ago.
Yeah.
48.
Yeah.
So lots of, when you go into the co-op, lots of places, or, you know, they have like their own natural line. You go, like every company now has their own natural line, you know, their own sulfate-free, paraben-free, whatever. But they were the pioneers, like, to do it, which is cool.
As
Like,
a corporation.
right.
Exactly.
Yeah, they were
Right.
before. Now it's the fad and everybody else is on board, but they were the ones like to
Kick that
do it.
off to really make it. I mean, there are videos, of course, the founder of Aveda, literally eating his hairspray out of the can because it's not toxic. So it's,
It seems so gross.
I know it does. It's like, it doesn't taste great, but hey, if you can do it and it doesn't harm you. But yeah, those things are important to us, not only, you know, for our community and supplying that. It's a very niche, I find, market and product that we're supplying to the community. And, you know, yes, as Anjali said, there are great products out there, but being that we are exclusive to one, it really allows us as stylists to learn what products do for every hair type specifically, and therefore learn what
more
might
than those, more than just hair. They have skincare, makeup, body
Right.
care, and their works. Tell us about the women that they help out and the women that they employ
Right.
in other countries.
So as far as like their philanthropic efforts as a corporation, not only do, like we spoke about earlier, the clean water that we do for Earth Month, Aveda every year in the month of March and April kicks off this campaign of creating a clean water systems for people in third world countries. So that's really awesome. They've done that for quite some time now. And we also do, have in the past, hired women in Nepal with American wages and supported small communities to help them raise money for their families in creating like hand-pressed paper for gift boxes, actually,
Yeah.
that are really very intricate that we've had in the past for Christmas time. It's absolutely beautiful, the work
Yeah,
that they do.
which is cool. Like they literally, they told this whole story, like when we went to the Aveda show, about how these women, and it's Nepal and like there's a couple other like countries, like
Indonesia.
yeah. And they're like, it's the only job that they can have because their main job is to go get water for the family. And I'm like, wait, like that's, and like, you don't understand, it takes like 3 hours like to walk one way. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I used to drive to the gas station. What?
Right.
So that they would walk and get water, and that was their job. Like, so women in this country, they can't, you know, go have a job. Like that's the man's job. So the length it took them to describe how they made the paper, like these women would go start chopping a tree down and then like shave it and like soak it and
Right.
and get the like pick berries like to dye it. Like, so, and they paid them American wages. Like we can't say that enough. So
Right. I
it's
just
very
think that's so
unique.
impressive.
Yeah.
And unique, right?
Yeah. So
So we're very mindful as a company as well as locally ourselves to connect back to that. You know, making sure that we're consistently philanthropic as well as being an outstanding product line and environmentally conscious. It's just something that is Aveda's mission and speaks for that. And that's why, you know, we have such loyalty from clientele. People look for Aveda salons and they come to us because of the experience
Yeah,
that it
at first I
generates.
thought they were lying. They're like, people are
Well,
gonna find you
it's
if you're
very
based
true.
on. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
sure. And they're like, no, they will. I'm like, all right, fine, like whatever, we'll see. And then it's like, oh my god.
Right.
I mean, they even make their own tea, and my rep was like, "You're gonna want to like serve the Aveda tea," and I'm like, "I'm not buying that. Like, I'm not going that far into it. You know, I'm not buying the stupid tea." And then they're like,
It's
"Do you
so
have
good
the tea?"
though. It's so
Like-
good.
Like,
I'm
fun
not a tea
fact, I
person.
even have an Aveda tattoo now. Like, I don't know what happened. So yeah, that's enough about the product. So how I got started, like having this kind of, do you want to like spin around here again so we can have like a little change of scenery? So I started working for myself 5 years ago. I kind of was like forced to and figured out in a way. But I always wanted to. So I've been doing hair 18 years. And in this fall, I started beauty school when I was 15, like 20 years ago. It's pretty crazy because my client just asked me today. And I just honestly, I always thought I could do it better. So here we are. So I'm a little proud that my first salon was very, very tiny. I called it, all my clients and I called it my hole in the wall. There's no windows, but it was called it my hole in the wall. There's no windows, but it was cheap. It was all I could afford. And it was, I knew it would be temporary. And I would like, you know, drive to work every day and just, I believe in mantras and manifestation and the power of prayer. And I would just chant to myself, this is only temporary, it's not forever. Someday something big will come to you. And I just truly believed it. And I just knew that God had a bigger plan for me. So like 2 years of doing that, I just get this call from my landlord, and he said that the space was becoming available for lease. And I was like, I'm like, where it's gonna go, like from, you know, a little bit to a lot of it overnight. And I'm like, okay, here it is. Like, all right, it's gonna have to just jump in and just not figure it out. Like I had this plan like in the back of my mind. I instantly stayed on my computer the whole night launching out like a mission statement, a business plan, and like I started like a handbook and all the things I wanted to do and all my ideas. Like just I was furiously typing, and I looked at, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's 4 a.m. I stayed up the whole night powering through and drinking wine. And somehow I didn't pass out and fall asleep. Like it was like coffee wine. Like, and then it just like started coming, you know, just like the design, the layout, and it was just, so then I just believed and hired, you know, I've gained people, lost people, and now it's like just wonderful. Like it's funny like to somebody's like look back and think that, you know, this picture popped up in my Facebook memories that it was this fan, and I'll never forget, like I was too poor and too stubborn to buy 2 fans, one for my 3rd floor walk-up apartment and one for the salon. And I would carry it back and forth every day in my car because I was like, because I just didn't want to buy a second fan. And it's like, it was just funny to me when I just, you know, bought like a $600 chair, and I was like, well, that's nice. Like, so yeah, so that's a little part of my hard work story. And, you know, I have a huge dream and vision, and, you know, I want more people to come work with me, and, you know, I can't stop. Like, that's all I know. So, yeah. So does anybody have any questions? You can type them in. There's lots of questions.
Awesome.
Okay. Oh,
All
good
right.
Lord.
So let's take a look here. I'm gonna come around. Stay there, Ange.
Okay.
Cool. So if we go to more,
Thank gosh I have
and then
millennials and
Want
tech
me to read it?
savvy. Because I don't know how any of that stuff works.
Yeah.
That's why I have you guys.
So we have Nancy asking, do men get pedicures without the polish? Which actually, yeah, Tom comes in all the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, lots of men do. And again, they love it because it's discreet, you know, like no one really knows like what they're doing back there.
Yeah.
So yes, they do.
Yeah, they book for about 45 minutes time because we just don't need that time for the polish. But still, all the works, everything. We have Nancy also asking, how many people do we have here fully on staff? So 5 plus, 7, because we have 2 guest services,
Yeah.
right? And Phyllis is asking what our hours are here currently.
We're closed Sunday and Monday. We're open Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 10 to 7, Friday, 10 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to 3. And follow us on Facebook, Instagram. We're very entertaining, like very entertaining. Sometimes I post things informative, but very rarely not.
You might find me rollerblading around the salon again.
Oh, yes. We did have the video of Paige rollerblading around the salon during quarantine. Yeah, that was fun.
And then we have somebody asking about booking appointments online, or is it best to call?
Either or. If you have questions about what you need to schedule for, just give us a call. Some people don't read the descriptions to the services, despite important things being in all capital letters and lots of disclaimers and, stars around certain things. So if you have questions, you can always call, but you can always book online too.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to navigate. Like Ange said, the descriptions are online, but for those that would prefer not to speak with someone, just
it's
walking
only when
through.
people know their hair is a train wreck and they know they need corrective color and they book a color
Facebook, our website.
Oh yeah, it's on the link. Thank you, Paige. The link is on our Facebook page, on our website. It's on our Instagram page. It is vagaro.com. It's pretty phonetical, Vagaro. So everybody gets that confused with other popular word, but so it's just easier to say where the link is located.
And then we also have Tess asking what our nail services cost for the spa pedicure, and looks like just nails in general.
Spa pedicure is $52. And, again, you're in the chair for 45 minutes. And our shellac polish, because most people get shellac, very few people get just regular polish. It's $34.
Yeah, 34.
Yeah, $34.
Yeah. And again, we're using Aveda throughout every service.
Oh yeah, and our nail service, we use Aveda products, like Aveda
right, with the
skincare,
body
with
care,
the mask,
yep.
yeah.
Exactly. Great questions, awesome. And just in case anybody missed it, so we're located at 670 Park Ave, Keene, New Hampshire.
Right next to Westside Vet.
Right next to Westside Animal Hospital, just past the Yankee Lanes, just about a quarter mile past the Yankee Lanes. So we're out here nice, quiet, siren-free, West Side Keene. It's really nice.
We don't have any good people watching. That's a really, when I was in my hole, we had the best people watching. There's always a fight breaking out among people. It was so entertaining. But, we don't have to worry about things getting stolen. I can leave. Oh, yeah, I have my lemon tree because, it's super extra. I have a lemon tree.
Yes, it's a lemon tree, not a lime tree.
So I don't have to worry about anybody doing
picking the fruit.
or putting cigarettes out in my lemon tree. But
yeah, no, it's nice. We have a nice quiet environment.
So it's perfect.
You don't have to pay for parking. Exactly. You don't have to pay for parking. You don't have to find parking. It's all here, right around us, everywhere. It's pretty great. Yeah, we have a nice, slow, quiet environment here.
Are there any more questions?
Yeah, no, I think that's it. Derek wants to know when the Tito's Tacos truck is going to be back. So
next Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, we do it every year, Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, it's customer appreciation. We had outdoor yard games. The first 30 clients of ours, I paid for everyone's tacos. It was huge. That's when we had Rafi's lemonade stand, which we'll have it again.
Yeah.
So yeah, we had yard games.
Great.
I tried to get adoptable puppies. Nobody would call me back about having adoptable.
I'm sure it's
puppies.
hard right now. Everyone's adopting them, which is great. Everyone's adopting
So,
them.
again, point of difference. Try to be different. I'm like, what? Okay, yeah, taco truck is great, and we had margaritas and Coronas, and I'm like, what? Okay, we need yard games. Oh, I know. How about adoptable puppies? That'll. And then I thought about a dunk tank, and then
Right.
then people were like, no, you just climb. No, come on, rein it in. Rein it in.
So one thing I will say that we have coming up for the fall, Aveda always does hand relief. The proceeds from hand relief purchases help fund, help add funds to the Susan G. Komen Foundation because it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So throughout the month of October, that's something that Aveda does, and we'll have that, hand relief here. So something to look out for in the future if you're looking to be philanthropic, nationally as well
Yeah.
as locally.
Oh, good. That reminds me, write that down and post it before we leave. So I can remember.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay.
Now that you put it out there, like now I can remember to buy it. No, just kidding.
No, we will get it.
I know.
It will come. Yeah. Jeez. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in.
Yes, thank you very much.
Do you want to talk about your prizes and then I'll draw the numbers?
Yeah.
Yes.
So we have, let me go grab. We have a little gift card of $50.
Okay, you grab the gift card. You want to swing around here and then I'll go grab the products.
Perfect. We have our $50 gift card. It's in here. And then Phyllis, you're going to be doing the drawing, yes?
Yes, I have a bowl with numbers of all the registered attendees, so.
Perfect. So this gift card can be used on any service. So Tess, if you're hoping to, win a pedicure.
Okay, I hope I pick your
I
number.
hope I win.
Are we ready? Okay. Let me pick the gift card first. That's what's in the bag, right?
Exactly.
Okay. We have lucky number 13 is Nicole Braun from Great Eastern. Nicole, are you on? I think she's. I can see her face.
Oh, she said stuff in the chat.
Huh?
She said, yay.
She said, yay, thank you so much. Okay.
Oh,
Yes,
good.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So for products, we have this cute little box set, and sadly, for some reason, didn't do the handmade boxes this year. So this is not one of the handmade boxes from the women from
From the
Nepal.
hall. Yep.
So, but you can reuse this. People put cards in it, and in here is their 3 best sellers: some air control hairspray, some Volume 19 tonic, and some emollient. And this box set is $36 retail. And we have also a universal beautiful shade of lip gloss that's $19. And then, well, I'm not good at math, so this is probably more than $50. So, and this is the size of the hand release that I donated. This is in the cherry almond aroma.
Ooh, limited edition.
Limited
Cherry
edition.
almond.
So I had a couple left that like I saved. So yeah, so that is our products that we're going to give away.
Okay, let me draw a lucky number from there.
Always be around. Always be around.
Oh, well, Tess Carizzi won that.
Oh my gosh!
Got it.
Congratulations, Tess. And Nicole.
She would get the products. She would. She would. She would get the product, Becky. She probably has these already.
Oh,
Awesome, Tess. Great to hear.
yeah.
Yay. Thank you.
Well, congratulations to the prize winners, and thank you so much to Angela and Paige. I know I learned a lot about your services and how you set yourselves apart and give back to the community, which is you have a lot of great stories. So congratulations on your success, and I hope you continue to grow your salon and your dreams.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Does anybody have any last questions? Nope. All right. Well, thanks again to everybody who attended the virtual Business After Hours, and we hope to see you next month. Thanks again, ladies.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you.
Maybe just hit leave.